In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to boost your self-esteem and become more confident. Hey my legend, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Adadiche, and on this channel, I help young adults navigate their love life. If you're stopping by for the first time, hit the red subscribe button below. On today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to boost your self-esteem and become more confident. And you want to watch this video till the end because someone who has struggled with low self-esteem for years and finally gained her confidence is the one who is sharing this tip with you. Let me tell you a little backstory. For those of you who don't already know, I grew up in the northern part of Nigeria, Kaduna State to be precise. I was raised in a rural area. I couldn't speak English until I was 7 years old. At age 7, my mom decided to change my school, and she moved me from the rural area where we used to live to a school in a suburban area. That was supposed to make me excited, but that was one of my craziest nightmares because my first language is Hausa. I couldn't speak English, and here I am in this new school where I was expected to speak English, not just to read and write, but to use it as a major language to communicate to children my pair. You know what that did to me? That made me mute and quiet. And anybody that knows me knows that all I've ever done and ever wanted to do was to talk. So here am I in this new school. I can't even communicate with these kids, and I had an Hausa accent. Like, I could not pronounce an English word properly. I could not make a simple sentence in English. Children my age would laugh at me, and I would just go to class. I would not be able to talk because whenever I speak, they are laughing at me. Whenever I say something, not just that I'm not speaking well, but my accent seemed to have a problem. So I just felt really bad, and that made me develop a very low self-esteem. I began to feel the need to go back into my shell and just hide myself from people and from the world. Even where I was living at the time, the kids that were living in my neighborhood, they would laugh at me because I couldn't speak English. I would feel bad. I would hide myself and I would cry all day. But you guys, guess what? All thanks to my auntie, the woman that raised me. She did an amazing job. I made learning how to speak English my life mission. I will pay attention in class just because I want to get this English thing. In fact, I came first in my class that term. Coming from a rural area and coming to take first in the class, everybody was laughing at me for not being able to speak English. I came first in that class, and the next time I was like, haters, you guys should calm down. Not like the next time I could speak English fluently. Anyways, my auntie would indulge me every day when I learned something new. I would go back home, and my auntie would just listen to me speak, and I would always tell her how I wanted to be a news broadcaster. When I finally grow up, I will read the news. Watching all those people just read the news was so fascinating. I couldn't believe it. So somebody can speak a whole language that the white people spoke. But that was how I saw it, because where I grew up was quite was quite a forest at the time, if I must say that myself. Those that grew up there, if people are watching me on a channel verse, but that's how I feel about that place. The weather is hot. Let me be fanning myself small. That thing made me struggle with low self-esteem for years. Before I finally gained my confidence back when I got into secondary school, junior secondary school, it was a work in progress. My auntie was helping me work on my self-esteem throughout my primary school until I got to my secondary school, my junior secondary. And by the time I was in the senior class, girl, I was so confident. You can't tell me nothing. Don't chat to me like that, because I know who I am. Your opinion about me does not matter. Let's just dive right into it. Self-esteem is simply the opinion you have about yourself and your ability, and that can be influenced by identity, your confidence, and your sense of belonging. Let's start from identity. For you to be able to overcome low self-esteem, you have to identify who you are and what you stand for. Who are you? Who have they said you are? Find out, who am I? That's why for Christians, we draw our identity from Christ. We know that we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, all these other things that the Bible says we are. You know that you have the spirit of excellence, you are 10 times better than your equals. Identity. And then sense of belonging. Where do you belong? Where did they find you from? The major word, who you, where you? Do you belong to the kingdom of light, to the kingdom of darkness? Where are you? And finally, your confidence, which is the one that you have to build by yourself. The first thing to do to help you build your self-confidence is to be kind to yourself. Show yourself love, give yourself the opportunity to grow, give yourself the opportunity to make mistakes, get to know yourself, get to know your abilities, what makes you happy, what makes you sad. And while you're learning that, don't be too hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to learn. It's a journey. And I'll recommend you journal. Look, journaling has something that it does to people. It's not just me. I mean, I would have said it does to me, but I've heard other people say that journaling has really helped them. If you're someone who is struggling with your self-esteem, I think you should start journaling. Write your thoughts, because most times people who struggle with a low self-esteem are usually not confident enough to say things or to even say how they feel about themselves. So I would recommend you just get a book, write things. How do you feel about yourself? How do you see yourself? Write them. And when you finish writing them, read them, look at them. All these things you've written about yourself, are they true? If they are not true, work on your mindset and just keep writing while you are on that journey. The next thing that will help you boost your self-confidence is contentment. Most times, what low self-esteem does to people is it makes you compare yourself. It makes you always want to look at other people who are better than you, who are doing better than you, and just complain, and tell yourself that, oh, you're not good enough, you're this, you're that, just being so hard on yourself. You need to be really content. You need to understand that life is in stages, and where you find yourself today, be happy there. Whilst you are working on becoming better, whilst you are working on improving yourself, whilst you are working on becoming a better person generally, be happy there. And this way I would say, protect what you let into your eye and your ear gate, especially in this social media space. People are coming up here and putting out only their wins. I tell people all the time that social media is not really real life. People only come here to share their wins with you. People only come here to share when it's all rosy for them. They do not share their struggles. So don't always come up on social media looking at Mrs. A, looking at Mr. A, trying to compare your life with them. You don't know what is happening behind the scene. You don't know the brain behind that achievement. Whilst you are happy for them, whilst you are clapping and cheering them on, just be happy for you and where you are. Resist the urge to always compare yourself with people. Limit and reduce your screen time. It will do you a whole lot of good. Like, when you even reduce your screen time, do you know what it does to you? It will make you more productive. And you know, when you feel more productive, it helps boost your confidence. Be grateful, practice gratitude. Sometimes the reason why you are always complaining and feeling low of yourself is because you're not grateful. Be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for the things you have right now. And with all you have right now is all you need to attain that position that you feel that, oh, is when you get to that you become more confident. People should stop procrastinating your happiness. Next thing that will help you boost your self-esteem is stop being a people pleaser. Why do you always feel the need to say yes to everything that people say? It's okay to say no. Learn how to say no to people. I used to be that person before that would always say yes to every and anything that people say, just because, oh, I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want them to feel a certain way. You know what that does? That will mess with your self-esteem, because you will even say yes to the things that you do not stand with. You will say yes to the things that have nothing to do with your identity. You will say yes to the things that have nothing to do with where you belong. And these are the things that I spoke about that influence your self-esteem. Being assertive can be very difficult, but you need to learn it. Sometimes you need to ask yourself, how do I feel about this thing before agreeing to it? That thing that somebody is asking you to do, how do you feel about it genuinely? The next thing that will help boost your self-esteem is stop trying to be perfect. Always strive to be the best version of yourself, but don't be too hard on yourself. Set realistic goals for yourself. Sometimes the reason why you are always feeling low of yourself and saying terrible things about yourself is because you set unrealistic expectations for yourself, and at the end of the day, you and I know that you cannot achieve that goal. Take baby steps. Don't try to be perfect. Nobody is perfect on this earth. Nobody is perfect. Find strength in your imperfection. We are all flawed. Each and every one of us have our flaws in one way or the other. So stop thinking that, oh, you're the only one that this, that is not going well for. You're the only one that this is not happening well for. You don't appreciate yourself. You want to be perfect. You want to do things in a way. In social media make people look like they are perfect. They are not. If I let some of you into my space right now, you will be so like you will be so amazed at how not perfect I am. In fact, I'm going to put up bloopers of my videos, because some people will see me and be like, oh, you're very confident, the way you speak. Not to say that that's not true. Give yourself time to grow. 4 years ago, I wasn't speaking like this. 5 years ago, I wasn't speaking like this. 15 years ago, I couldn't even speak English. Stop focusing on things that you cannot change and focus on things that are within your control. I'm going to be recommending a book to you guys. Attitude is Everything. If you've not read that book, pick up that book and read it. Like, after reading that book, it really changed my perspective to the way I see myself. Give yourself room to make mistake and get better. The next thing that will help you boost your self-confidence is celebrate yourself. Learn to celebrate your wins. No matter how little your achievement is, whenever you hit a milestone, celebrate it, be happy. Tap yourself on the shoulder and tell yourself that, oh, I have done this and I've done well. It will help you boost your self-confidence. Don't always try to trivialize your achievements. Sometimes people who struggle with low self-esteem have this overachiever mentality. You just feel like it's when you get to the top that you will now gain the kind of confidence that you feel you want. That is even going to go ahead to mess up with your self-esteem the more, because for some reason you never appreciate yourself. You never tell yourself that, oh, I have done well, and it just keeps you in this box. So celebrate yourself today. Every celebrity, that person you want to be like, that you feel like the world are celebrating today, is because they believed it in themselves. They believe that, oh, I could do this, I could become this person that the world will celebrate, and today they are. So believe in yourself. Be happy, celebrate your win. When you hit a milestone, celebrate it, no matter how small it is. Even if it's your birthday, celebrate your birthdays. Be happy, because I mean, what you've learned from your last birthday to the next one is a lot to celebrate. Celebrate it. That's why when I see people that say, oh, I don't celebrate birthdays, I'm just like, girl, bye. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not, and you guys keep staying safe. Until next time, I'll see you in another video. Bye.